Good morning, student. Now I am going to tell you about the types of cells. Okay, so in our last video we had discussed about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, so I hope that difference was clear. So now I am going to tell you one type of eukaryotic cell, that is animal cell. Okay, so animal cell, it's not new for you, because in 9th standard or before it in 8th standard also you just read about it. Okay, so now a brief description about it we will discuss here. Let's start. Okay, so I will start it from the outside. Clear? So mean that the outer membrane of a cell, this outer membrane of a cell is known as the plasma membrane. What it is? Plasma membrane. Separately also you will read about them, but before it you should know the terminology of it. Okay, so in animal cell, plasma membrane is a quasi-fluid elastic cell membrane. Okay, and it control movement of molecule in and out of the cell. Clear? Because of this only the desired elements or desired thing can be get enter inside the cell, or undesirable substances remain outside of the cell. So this plasma membrane, it basically composed of proteins and lipids. Clear? So this is the outermost covering of the animal cell. But if we discuss about the plant cell, in plant cell wall is present outside of the plasma membrane. Clear? So in animal case, plasma membrane is a it just present in outermost area of the cell. Okay, now the second thing we have to be very careful to understand about it. This is the centrally located ball like structure. Clear? This centrally located a ball like structure is known as the nucleus. What it is? Nucleus. Okay, nucleus is filled with chromatin, or it is this chromatin is composed of DNA and mRNA and tRNA. Clear? So this is the main composition of the nucleus, that chromosomes or chromatin thread is present inside of it, or substance, jelly like substance is present inside of the nucleus, that is known as the nucleoplasm. Okay, but the jelly like substance or liquid inside the nucleus is known as the nucleoplasm. Okay, so this is about the nucleoplasm. Afterwards you can see a rounded structure is present. This pink color one rounded structure is present inside the nucleus, and that this is the rounded structure is known as a nuclear compartment. Clear? What is nuclear compartment or nucleolus? Clear? A rounded body is present inside the nucleus. This is known as the nucleolus. Clear? In this nucleolus, RNA synthesis can take place. Clear? rRNA synthesis can take place inside this nucleolus. Okay, so the three things I have told you now only about nucleus, that nucleus is a centrally located part of a cell. Mostly all the cells are uninucleated, but exceptions are also there. So this uninucleus condition, it's visible in that picture. Clear? So nucleus is filled with chromatin, and basically the chromatin is composed of DNA, mRNA and tRNA. Okay, so this is the centrally located part of a nucleus. Okay, outside of the nucleus or in nuclear membrane, several pores are present. Okay, these several pores are only responsible for the movement of the substances from outside from cell to nucleus. I hope that much is clear. If we move outside of the nucleus, this part, the region between the plasma membrane plasma membrane and nucleus. This region is known as the cytoplasm or cytoplasm. Okay, this cytoplasm is very important because all the cell organelles are present inside this cytoplasm. Clear? So it starts from endoplasmic reticulum. What is the endoplasmic reticulum? Just outside of the nuclear membrane, endoplasmic reticulum is present. Endoplasmic reticulum is also two type, you can see on your screen. One is of smooth endoplasmic reticulum and one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? You can observe it. Black dots are present. These black dots are known as the ribosomes. Clear? So rough endoplasmic reticulum possesses ribosomes on their surface, and these ribosomes are very important, children, because protein synthesis can take place through it only. Okay? So protein synthesis can be done by ribosomes, and ribosomes are present on endoplasmic reticulum. So this combinedly it is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now the another one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It do not possess any kind of ribosomes. Clear? But it is a major site of lipid synthesis. In this, protein synthesis can take place. In smooth, lipid synthesis can take place. Okay, so they both are very important. Next, cell organelle, if we discuss, next cell separately also we will discuss it. Okay, but today I am just telling you the overall explanation of a cell, means which type of cell organelles are present and whatever the function they are having. Okay, so next one is next cell organelle we can discuss. It is of the chloroplast. So, chloroplast is present in animal cell or in plant cell? Yes, chloroplast is present in plant cell. So, that's why you are not able to see chloroplast in animal cell. Now, the next one is known as the mitochondria. These are the mitochondria. Okay, singular it's known as the mitochondrion, and plural it is known as the mitochondria. Okay, so mitochondria is a double layer bounded granular structure. You can see the outer layer is very smooth in case of mitochondria, but the inner layer having the finger like projections, and it is known as the cristae. So what is the main function of mitochondria? Mitochondria, in your previous classes also you have read that mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So ATP synthesis can take place in mitochondria. Clear? So ATP synthesis can take place. And one more important term we use for mitochondria, that mitochondria are semi-autonomous in nature, mean that they can perform all the vital activities by their own self. It's about the mitochondria. Next one is of body cell organelle is of Golgi apparatus. Clear? Golgi apparatus you can see here. These are the Golgi apparatus, or in Golgi apparatus they are densely stained reticular structure. You can see densely stained reticular structure, and consist of cisternae and sac. Okay, so cisternae and sac, these are the parts of the Golgi apparatus, and it very helpful in the process of lysosome. Okay, and it's secreted, and membrane proteins, they are helpful in the process of secretion of the different secretion and membrane proteins. Clear? To release their content. Golgi bodies are very helpful and very important, children, because they are only responsible for the process of biogenesis also. Okay, so it's about the Golgi apparatus. Next, about the centrioles. You can see here, these are the centrioles. What are the centrioles? Two number of centrioles are present in case of animal cell, and these centrioles are very important. Clear? Because centrosome is a common name for it, centrosome, and centrosome have two centrioles. Clear? this is a paired structure, so that's why I'm telling you combinedly. You can see 2 has made here, so centriole are 2 in number, and they are the part of centrosome. Clear? They generally lies perpendicular to each other. So next one thing is about the cytoskeleton. Clear? What is the cytoskeleton in case of a cell? Cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is also 2 types in case of animal cell. First one is microtubules, and second one type of cytoskeleton is microfilaments. So what is the difference between the two? Microtubules is made up of tubulin type of protein, and microfilaments is made up of actin named protein. What is the function of these two? The main function of these two is provide the form and strength to the cell. That's why it's known as the cytoskeleton of the cell. I hope I have covered most of the cell organelles. Clear? So for today that much you have understand. So I hope that if you have any query, you can just send me your question. Thank you, children.